Star Report. I'm your host, Troy Terrain, PKA Star, PKA the Hip Hop Highlander. How you guys doing, all right? Sunday evening, I want to have a discussion with you guys about Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. Exposed, if you ask me. Exposed by a licensed therapist, Raquel Martin, PhD. Whoo, she got busy on him. I'm going to play part of that video. Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, who I have nothing against. I don't know her full background. I believe she has credentials, but to what degree? I don't know. But I have nothing against her. And this is one of the biggest trending topics right now in the Black diaspora on social media. Now, to be fair, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant was recently on the Joe Budden podcast. I did not watch that. As you know, I fuck with Joe heavy. Salute to him and his entire team. But this particular exchange, well, not exchange, the critique from Dr. Raquel Martin, PhD, and I don't know where she's from, pardon me. She took her time and she worked Cheyenne Bryant like a chicken bone up in Harlem. She worked her. Now, that's my main topic this evening. We will also be discussing Spirit Airlines has come to an end. Please send me any and all compilation brawls. Compilation brawls. Spirit Airlines has been around, for 30 years, guys? Anybody know? Has it been 30 years? Oh, they've been brawling. Legendary brawls, huh? Not just black people, but Caucasians as well, Hispanics and all sorts of people. So I can't say I really care about the end of Spirit Airlines, but, I do want to at least discuss it, right? Also this evening, let me take my time here. Showrunner. As you may or may not know, I celebrate every day as my birthday. Every day. It's not about, being angry or mean about anything. But every day. So the people that are close to me, they know not to call me, don't text me on this particular day. I don't want to hear from, nondescript generic niggas or old dirty dagos who I haven't seen in 30 years. Fuck out of here. But this morning, two beautiful black women, just two, not a whole lot of people, two sent me very nice donations and one sent me a video that I want to play, and I want to ask the question, is today's black man a sellout? Not yesterday's, but today's. It appears that most of your newer entertainers, athletes, if you will, only go for something that's light, bright, and almost white, or either a Caucasian woman. So would that be a sellout? Once upon a time, all people were talking that the black woman is God, right? Black woman is God. And you guys, you've got black mothers, black aunties, black daughters, black sisters, black cousins, but you find time to go in on black women, Star included. But now, is today's black man a sellout? Because you see, the man is supposed to lead by way of example. You're not a man just because you got a tool between your legs. You have to lead by way of example. So I don't know where this is going, but the video that I'm going to play shows most of your superstar NBA players cuffing white girls. All right, give me a little time, we'll get to it. All right, sit tight in the phone queue. I want to start the show here.
My name is Dr. Raquel Martin. I'm a licensed clinical psychologist, professor of sciences, and podcast host who specializes in Black health and well-being. And I want to break down a clip from the Joe Budden podcast featuring someone who presents herself as Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. But before we dive in, I want to make something incredibly clear. Having a doctorate does not mean someone is a licensed mental health professional. You can have a doctorate in literature and be unlicensed, and you are still a doctor. You can have a doctorate in education and hold an LPC, being a licensed professional counselor, and you are a licensed mental health professional, and you are still a doctor, but your doctorate is not in psychology. When evaluating anyone's credentials, it's really critical to look at two things: what their doctorate is actually in and whether they hold a relevant clinical license. In this case, the person you're about to hear from is unlicensed. I'm going to break down why that matters and why this particular message is harmful, especially to the Black community that she claims to be serving and that I actually serve.
A license is really only needed so you can bill insurance.
That is incredibly misleading. Yes, you do need a license to bill insurance, but that is not why licensure exists. Licensure protects you. It means I have completed specific education and supervised clinical hours, passed rigorous exams, and I'm accountable to a regulatory board. If I breach confidentiality, if I cross ethical boundaries or harm you, you have somewhere to file a complaint and be sure that I'm held accountable. A license is not paperwork just for billing. It's a consumer protection. When someone drops or loses or no longer has a license, they're not solely avoiding the insurance hassle. They're also removing your recourse if something goes terribly wrong.
Not binded by BBS, the Behavior Board Science Rules and Regulations and Ethics. And so it just opened up a whole nother, floor in industry for me.
And she's also saying this like it's a good thing. I want to state something really important. Ethics codes exist to protect you from exploitation and boundary violation and providers practicing outside of their competence. When someone celebrates being free from ethical oversight, I want you to think of that as a red flag, a flashing one. It's a warning sign because those rules exist because real harm happens when they're not in place. So celebrating that you don't have to be accountable to that should be concerning to you. When evaluating anyone's credentials, it's really critical to look at two things: what their doctorate is actually in and whether they hold a relevant clinical license. In this case, the person you're about to hear from is unlicensed. I'm going to break down why that matters and why this particular message is harmful, especially to the Black community that she claims to be serving and that I actually serve.
A license is really only needed so you can bill insurance.
That is incredibly misleading. Yes, you do need a license to bill insurance, but that is not why licensure exists. Licensure protects you. It means I have completed specific education and supervised clinical hours, passed rigorous exams, and I'm accountable to a regulatory board. If I breach confidentiality, if I cross ethical boundaries or harm you, you have somewhere to file a complaint and be sure that I'm held accountable. A license is not paperwork just for billing. It's a consumer protection. When someone drops or loses or no longer has a license, they're not solely avoiding the insurance hassle. They're also removing your recourse if something goes terribly wrong.
Not binded by BBS, the Behavior Board Science Rules and Regulations and Ethics. And so it just opened up a whole nother, floor in industry for me.
And she's also saying this like it's a good thing. I want to state something really important. Ethics codes exist to protect you.
We stop right there. Now, me personally, Dr. Raquel Martin, PhD, that's wifey material to me. I love her pronunciation, and she's doing it. Salute to Clay Jones, talking reckless, but that's a member, and he has a right to. Let's continue.
From exploitation and boundary violation and providers practicing outside of their competence. When someone celebrates being free from ethical oversight, I want you to think of that as a red flag, a flashing one. It's a warning sign because those rules exist because real harm happens when they're not in place. So celebrating that you don't have to be accountable to that should be concerning to you.
As a therapist, two things: you can obviously make what you deserve because therapy is real. We're giving everything we have in there. And we're unpacking shit and we're helping you process through things. So it's not us sitting there where if you're an effective therapist saying, tell me more. You should be unpacking, and you should be able to take somebody and drive with them to their goal.
And here's another thing. She keeps calling herself a therapist, and in most states, that's actually illegal without a license. You cannot legally use the title therapist or provide psychotherapy without licensure. What she's describing now is coaching, and coaching and therapy are fundamentally different. Coaches help with goals and accountability. Therapists are trained to diagnose and treat mental health conditions, trauma and depression and suicidality and psychosis. If someone with untreated bipolar disorder or PTSD thinks they're getting therapy from a coach, they're going to be seriously harmed. These are actual conditions that go undiagnosed and untreated, especially within the Black community.
My clients, the truth is that in order to bill insurance, I have to diagnose you. And you only get about 6 weeks. In order for me to get 6 more weeks approval, guess what?
Go, folks.
This frames diagnosis as something imposed on you solely for insurance purposes.
I'm going to stop it right there for a second. Salute to Joe Budden and his team. See, Joe's a great listener, like myself. You have to let people speak. You can't just, cut them short and constantly try to grill them. He's letting her speak. Now, let me ask you guys a question in the live chat. Does it matter if Dr. Cheyenne Bryant has the credentials that Dr. Raquel Martin, PhD, is talking about? Black children need to be, well, pardon me, not just black children, but black people have a different learning pattern. A different learning pattern. So I'm just asking. Me personally, I don't believe in therapy. I would never. I don't need it. Salute to those of you who go to therapy. It helps you. I don't need therapy. I wouldn't even entertain it. But does Dr. Cheyenne Bryant necessarily need the credentials that this other doctor is talking about? Let's continue.
And that's backwards. A diagnosis isn't a billing trick. It's clinically meaningful information that guides treatment. And the 6 weeks claim is also not accurate across the board. Now, I'm not saying that we should not be addressing insurance, because we need to rise up when it comes to insurance authorizations. Like, we very much do. That is a different video. But insurance authorizations vary widely by plan, diagnosis, and medical necessity. Many people receive months of years of covered therapy. And she's also making it sound like licensure forces short-term diagnosis-driven care. And that's just simply not how it works, as someone who is actually a licensed mental health professional.
Majority of people who know that in order to bill insurance as a therapist or a physician or a psychologist, psychiatrist, you have to diagnose. So what do they rather do? Pay out of pocket.
That's what I
And
do.
so when I realized that, I thought, well, okay, it may create a gap within our community, our Black community, who can't afford health care or afford mental health services.
I hear the concern and the access problem is real. Her solution, unregulated, unlicensed coaching, isn't the answer. And there are a wealth of licensed Black therapists, he, she, and they, Black-owned practices, sliding scale clinics, community mental health centers doing this work with their licensure intact, keeping their credentials because their clients deserve protection. The solution to healthcare access gaps isn't removing safeguards. It's expanding access to regulated care. It's providing more scholarships for people like us to get the training necessary. It's more support group. It's actually mutual aid, but it's not what she is stating.
I'm in private.
Stop right there. Okay. Hey, Ms. Latoya, thank you for being a member. Well, thank you for your email, darling. But no, I'm not doing the show because of your email. 2 other females sent me donations. You did not. Joe Babies, let me ask you a question. Is Dr. Raquel Martin hating on a dime? Is she hating on a dime, bitch? Before we continue on, is she hating on a dime, bitch? I mean, sometimes it can be that simple. Gangs of Love, good evening, sir. Is that you tapping in Sunday night?
Yes, sir. Star, the big homie. What's going on with you?
Oh, man, sitting here having a beer, man, enjoying myself. What's going on, player? Let's talk about it.
Not a whole lot, man. Glad to have you here for the 62, 63, and hopefully we'll have.
I'm 740, sir. I've been here before. 740.
Hey.
Come on.
Let's get you to 800. But check it out. For a lot of people that don't know, Diana Ross was gorgeous. If you haven't seen her back in her prime, go look at the movie Mahogany. Diana Ross was a gorgeous Black woman.
Yeah.
The only bad thing about her, she was a little too petite, but she was gorgeous. But she was into them white boys, like you say, Gene Simmons. And I believe that her daughter, Tracy Ross, is from a Jewish gentleman. But
she gave Barry Gordy a baby. She wasn't just into the swirl thing. She gave Barry Gordy a child.
She did, Star, but, she gave all that good loving to them white boys. The gentleman that died, she was married to last, and he left her, millions and trillions of dollars.
Yeah.
But no, she was gorgeous.
I'm not mad at that. Was she supposed to marry a nigga who wanted to beat on her? Where we going, man?
No, but she could, there was enough Black men back then, Marvin Gaye. She could have got one of them, and I don't know. I seen her in Mahogany, and I was like, hey, Diana Ross is gorgeous. Even to this day, she's probably in her late 70s, and she looks pretty good. But I did want to say that Michael Jackson, if he was in his feelings, I understand why, because, you know, hey, he was around her for quite a bit of time, and he grew up idolizing her. So I can understand him writing that song about her because she was a gorgeous woman. But I wanted to comment more so on the basketball players or today's black men sellout. That was the correct title. Am I correct?
Hang on a second. Is today's black man a sellout? Did you see the video that I played with all those superstar basketball players? I mean, not that you can't be, you know, swirly. Hell, my mother's Neapolitan, but I'm just saying today's black man, they get the bag and they're not thinking about a black woman. Yes, no?
So I used to be into interracial dating. You know, you get brainwashed as a young person and you end up liking who you like. I don't really think it's you know, in today's world, lots of white women love black men, and I'm perfectly fine with that. I think more so it's just who you relate to. A lot of times when you're young and you want to get with a black woman, they tend to want the guys that have the tangibles. So a white girl will give you play. She don't care about what kind of clothes you got on. If you driving a car, if she's attracted to you and you shoot your shot, you know, hey, she probably gonna give you some play. And then when you go to a predominantly white school, which most of those NBA players did, assuming you're gonna be mostly around white women, and they're gonna give you what you want. They're gonna make sure you got a pair of shoes. They're gonna make sure you got something good to eat. They're gonna look out for your best interest. So I think that's more so the case as far as you seeing all those black basketball players with white girls. That's just my personal opinion on that.
Okay. Can I respond?
Yes, sir.
You are an educated man, a married man, and a father, and I respect the hell out of you. Let's go back for a second.
Thank you, sir.
Diana Ross is in her 80s. Marvin Gaye was a coked out.
Wow.
Marvin Gaye was a coked out bisexual nigga. So let's get him the fuck off the table. Let's get that nigga the fuck off the table.
You said bisexual?
Marvin Gaye.
Bisexual?
Marvin Gaye was a coked out bisexual. Go do your research.
Oh man.
Diana Ross, listen, man. I mean, she got the credit, discovered the nigga, and damn near has been accused of grooming. If she would have slept with Michael Jackson, her legacy would be destroyed. Can we agree on that? Destroy it.
No, I disagree with you. And the reason is, back in those days, Star, it was very common for at least younger women to like older men. The situation just would have been reversed. So in those times,
exactly, she saw the bullshit.
Was established.
She saw the bullshit coming, and that's why I made the reference to her coming from the Brewster Projects. I think when she was 14 on her birthday, her family moved to the projects. So she was trying to elevate herself and her surroundings, her family, yada, yada, yada. I'm just saying, I don't think she gets the credit she deserves. I'm glad that she didn't sleep with Michael Jackson. But back to you. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I agree with you there. I don't think that she did. You know, again, she was a certain age and he was only, would you say, 9 years old? So that wouldn't make sense. I don't think she, you know, I think she had a moral compass. But you kind of hurt my feelings when you just said about Marvin Gaye. I've heard about a lot of black celebrities being left field, but I've never heard that about him. Richard Pryor for sure, Dolomite, Virgil Tibbs, but never Marvin Gaye. Star, I've never heard that.
Well, if you Google it, I mean, it comes up. You know, I'll say allegedly, different reports. I don't know for certain. I'm not trying to destroy the man's reputation or anything, but see, a lot of those guys. Well, Richard Pryor admitted to it. You do know that, right? He admitted to sucking a dick. Richard Pryor.
Absolutely. Yep. Sleeping with trannies and
Richard Pryor, who had a Puerto Rican mother.
Pam Grier.
Richard Pryor, who had a Puerto Rican mother, admitted to sucking a dick in 1971. Anyway, but I mean, I'm just asking the question, did she stand on business? Knowing what we know now about people grooming these younger artists and or people. You don't have to agree with me, but I also want to ask you about Dr. Cheyenne Bryant before you go. Gangs of Love. Go ahead.
Diana stood on business. She had a moral compass. She seen what was coming for the future. So all props to her. Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, a native of Compton, such as me. So I think, again, people are jealous of her. A lot of people get that whole doctor thing kind of twisted. My wife is a dentist. She is a doctor, but she doesn't go around having people refer to her as being doctor. Why? Because it kind of seems arrogant. And right now her license isn't intact because she's taking care of my child. I told her, hey, raise our child first. But she never gets carried away by saying, hey, call me a doctor, even though she is a dentist. Okay. A lot of times you can go to school and get your education just to be called doctor such and such because you take an extended year of education and you're considered to be a savant in that area. But, you know, we as the society we live in, we think as a doctor as being somebody who goes and operates. So I guess you have to know the difference between, because you got to think how many people get honorary degrees and they don't know how to do certain things. It's just a worldly title, in my opinion.
Did Kevin Samuels have any degree?
Solidified.
Did Kevin Samuels have degrees? I know he was doing consultations and he was clients. Did he have a degree? Just asking.
I'm not sure with Kevin Samuels. I think he was just self-made. But again, that whole doctor thing is, I think that's, if you're not a doctor as far as going to med school, then I'm really not going to call you a doctor. I mean, that's just my personal opinion. There's not much between a doctor and a master's degree. It's only probably like 60 credit hours.
I don't know. Hey, man, I appreciate you. Also, in 2018, Quincy Jones said that Marvin Gaye was smoking Marlon Brando's pole. Quincy Jones said that. So that's my source.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
Quincy Jones.
Appreciate it, man.
Said Marvin Gaye was taking it long and deep on all fours. That's my source. Salute, man. Salute.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, I don't know where we're going tonight, folks. I have no proof, but Quincy Jones was telling. These niggas get out there in Hollywood and get to doing all sorts of drugs and shit and walking through doors and, you know. All right, I'm not going to play any Diana Ross videos. And I wanted to ask the question, did she stand on business? Okay, let's keep it pushing. I'm going to come back to Dr. Raquel Martin critiquing Cheyenne Bryant, but I do want to hear from some of you guys, all right? Let me get to some of my other videos. Spirit Airlines, do you care? Oh, 34 years they've been around. I didn't know that. If anybody has any Spirit Airlines compilation brawls, please email that to me. I beg of you. Here we go. This came out yesterday.
Breaking news this morning, Spirit Airlines just canceled all flights, and the airline now says it is shutting down operations. Atlanta News First reporter Mary Kate Hamilton is live at Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International. So, Mary Kate, thousands of passengers are left scrambling to find new flights.
Yeah, that's right. And those that we've spoken with were absolutely shocked. This all happened overnight. All Spirit Airlines flights canceled, but we're sure thousands of employees also shocked by this decision. And I want you to take a look. The Spirit Airlines check-in line right now completely empty, and maybe even more shocking, it seems as though the computer system was completely shut off overnight. So here's what travelers need to know right now. If your flight is canceled and you want to rebook with another airline, you'll have to do that yourself. However, according to Spirit Airlines, you will be refunded for any canceled flights. They say that refund should be processed immediately and then put back on your original form of payment. 25 Spirit Airline flights out of Atlanta are canceled today. 356 flights canceled for tomorrow. That's according to FlightAware. And if you're traveling right now and had a return flight with Spirit, you'll need to rebook. Here is some good news. Frontier Airlines is stepping in with what they're calling rescue fare discounts. Frontier is offering 50% off base fare for travel through mid-November. But with jet fuel prices skyrocketing and airline fares skyrocketing as a result, this will be a major blow for consumers, and not to mention the 19,000 employees, according to the Union Association of Flight Attendants. We spoke with one traveler this morning trying to head back to Milwaukee on Spirit Airlines, but now she's stranded.
We just got informed a couple hours ago that our flight was canceled. We can't talk to nobody. We don't know when we get no money back, and we basically stuck. If y'all can help me get home, please.
What is this nigga's pronouns? Did she say a female? The fuck?
Right now, please, I'm ready to go. I need my medicine. I'm sick. I'm running out of stuff.
You sick?
I need to get home.
In a statement posted a little before 3 o'clock this morning, Spirit Airlines said in part, quote, "We are proud of the impact of our ultra low cost model on the industry for the last 33 years and had hoped to serve our guests for many more years to come." Now, customer service lines are also down, so travelers don't know when to expect those promised refunds. And what will airports do with spaces like these that will now sit empty? There is, of course, so much to follow with this story. There is going to be so much to follow up on, and plenty of questions remain. So we will, of course, be digging into all of that. For now, live at Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport, Mary Kate Hamilton, Atlanta News First.
All right, Mary.
Okay, phone lines are open if you care. All right. Sunday night, Charles, I got your Cash App. Thank you, sir. Lighter the complexion for the protection. Okay. Well, I hear you, but let's have a real conversation about it. You know, is today's black man a sellout? Can you not get along with black women? I mean, if I just off the top of my head, LeBron James is married to a black woman. What is Angela Bassett's husband? Is it Courtney B. Vance or something like that? Denzel Washington, Samuel Jackson. But those are guys from the past generation. So please understand what I'm asking you. Is today's black man a sellout? Is this person calling back to curse and do all sorts of stuff? Sir, you called in earlier. What's going on? What's going on?
Are we still talking about our black man sellout?
Can you tell us who you are?
Yes, my name is Tony. My name is Tony. I'm calling from Las Vegas.
Okay. Can I ask you to turn that down in the background, please?
Okay, I got you. Hold on. All right.
Did you call in earlier? I mean, listen, I don't mind trolling, but I want you to get to the topics first.
Yes, I did call in earlier. Okay. And the other guy was talking, right. So I just hung up and took the dog out.
Okay. Now, your name is Tony, you said? Are you a male or female?
My name is Tony.
What are your pronouns, Tony? What are your pronouns?
I'm a she.
Okay. Where do you want to start?
Born she.
Born as she. Okay. All right. So the showrunner is today's black man a sellout. I played a video, and I'm just.
And I saw it.
I'm trying to be fair and objective. What do you think?
I think they are. And I think, they told, when we talk about black generational wealth, we don't have it because black men are too busy giving it to the white families. So when it doesn't work out, the white families get it and they can maintain their wealth. And then the basketball players end up scrapping. But that's been happening since Jack Johnson. Way back then, Jack Johnson, the white women come, they see the black man with money, and they come running. And the black men are so weak, they go marry these white women, and they end up contributing to their generational wealth, not the black generational wealth.
You're right. You're absolutely right. But now, if I can just add something to the conversation. The 70s, in my opinion, was the peak of the strong black family unit, black love. I mean, most of your songs was about the black family or black women, your black exploitation films, black women. But now, since that period, here we are now, 2026, and there's an old saying, if you knew better, you do better. Is there an issue, or am I just making something out of nothing here?
No, that's true. And you know something? It's so sad to see that, like the pictures you were showing, even like Derrick Rose, he grew up in the heart of the ghetto. There he is with a white woman. It's just so disheartening to see that. And we see it nowadays over and over and over.
I'm letting you speak, but I mean, I'm trying to be objective. I don't know if it's a bad thing. Maybe this is the black man's destiny for his true happiness. Why are you saying it's a bad thing? Are you a black woman? What is your makeup?
Yes, I'm a black woman. And the only thing that bothers me is I know we're all entitled to our own happiness, but just to see this happen over and over again, like all of a sudden they get money and a black woman is not good enough for them. And like I said, like I will repeat, after, it's like they're contributing to another race's generational wealth. And they do nothing for the community, the black community. They go into, just like Michael Jordan, they go into these places in the suburbs and stuff and contribute there.
Okay. Can I ask you a question? How old are you, respectfully?
42.
Okay. Is today's black woman, can you turn that down in the background here? We've got some echo. I want to,
Okay, how about that?
It's feeding back. Okay.
Is that better?
That's better.
Okay.
Is today's black woman unruly, contentious, and defiant? Maybe that's the reason why the black man goes for the white woman or something lighter.
No, these most of these black women that you see on YouTube and rapping and all that, they don't represent the majority of black women. There are educated black women out here, doctors, lawyers, that's out here scrapping and stuff. It's like what they show us, these Megan Thee Stallions and all these BBLs and stuff. That's not representing the majority of us. That's just representing what they want us to see.
Okay. I appreciate the call. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much.
Bye-bye. Okay. Had a whole lot going on in the background. I was trying to be, respectful. But folks, please don't call in killing the vibe. I don't even celebrate my born day. I'm just, it's another day. So I'm not tripping just because, it's my born day. I'm really not. I'm just, want to have a nice conversation. Hi, Vera. Got your donation. The black woman, but a black woman. Oh. Might you want to call in, sir? Thank you for being a member. I love black women, but a black woman called the cops on me. Well, sir, to be fair, I've never had a black woman call the cops on me. I've had 2 white women call cops on me. One called the feds. Oh. One called the feds. I've never had a black woman call the cops. Salute to Puerto Rican women. I've always said this, and I'm not trying to be insensitive. Oh, they can take a licking and keep on ticking. Puerto Rican girls will brawl. You can stab them. You can throw them down the stairs. Nothing. I've done that. And they don't call police. Area code 317. Good evening. We're discussing a few topics. Are you there? 317.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And double OZ to let you know logo. How you doing, Star?
Yes, sir. Are you on some type of African headset, sir? We're having a little trouble hearing you. Where do you want to go?
No, I got these Apple iPod things in. Should I take them out?
Well, it's a little hard to hear you. I want to hear you, so I appreciate you calling. We want to hear you.
Is this better?
There you go. Where do you want to start, sir? Come on.
Well, I saw the topic was about Cheyenne Bryant. He said she was exposed.
Well, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, a licensed therapist by the name of Dr. Raquel Martin, PhD. She was breaking it down like penicillin breaking down chlamydia. She was giving us some smoke. Did you see the video? If not, I'll play it again.
I had not seen it. No, sir. Could you please play?
Okay. Well, what do you think about Dr. Cheyenne Bryant? You've seen her out there high strutting, right? You've seen her out there.
Yeah, I think she's hot. I mean, first of all, I think it's dope.
You'd send her some Skrilla, right? You sent her some Skrilla.
Oh, yeah. Raw. No condom. No doubt. But but I think it's cool to see sometimes women of that stature that don't look like, the one with the hair up with the glasses. You know what I mean? That's not attractive. So I think it's cool. There's a balance of it. It's not like there's a million Dr. Cheyenne Bryants or 1,000 Dr. Cheyenne Bryants running around. So yeah, I don't mind it at all.
Is it fair to say that you're a mark, a buster, and a simp, respectfully?
Not at all. I'm a man that's attracted to women. She's uneducated. She just is a different flavor of doctor. That's all. Shaq's a doctor too, ain't he?
Shaq's a male, so we're talking about females tonight. Can I ask how old are you? How old are you, sir?
41.
Okay. All right. So you're just looking at her ass and her facial features, and you're one of those guys. I'd smash, right?
Well, what else are you looking at a woman, Star? You got her face and her body. What else are you looking at? Her toes? What?
I'm looking to put a bitch to work, sir. Me personally, I put a bitch to work.
Yeah, but that's not what I asked. I said, what are you looking at? Are you looking at her face and her feet? What else are you looking at?
That's what I'm looking at, to put a bitch to work, sir. Bitch, go get me some money. I don't give a fuck about your features. Go give me some money, ho. Plain and simple. Go ahead, land your plane. Come on.
No. I'm not mad at that. But like I said, she a doctor, so I'm assuming she's already on that stage. That's what I'm going to assume. But yeah, I'm not mad at that either. But no, I'm not mad at her. I heard the last lady, like you said, she was saying what they want us to see and all that. She got to be real. She got to understand that this is reality. I know it ain't real life, but what you see on the internet is real life. It's really happening in real time.
Sir, your phone's breaking up. Thank you for calling. Salute. Phone sounds crazy. Hey, Sheila, do you want to call in? Sheila. It's one of my sponsors. A true business. Oh, thank you. God bless. Sheila, God bless you. God bless you, Sheila. Well, let me get Sheila's information on the screen. Hold on a second now. I'm sitting here feeling nice. I had a wonderful day. Everybody, hold on. Tower of Love. Any sponsors want to call in? At Tower of Love Foundation 3168, guys, in my community section, there is a banner that goes to Sheila's petition. Sheila does work on behalf of young people. She also works with families, parents, city council out in Oakland, California. Please go there and support her. Tell her I sent you, okay? All right, hold on a second. Area code 908, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, exposed by a licensed therapist.
Hey, I think Cheyenne Bryant, she pimping the game right now. Let her do what she do. You know what I'm saying? Everybody going for it. You know what I mean? Don't hate on her. She getting her money. She attractive. That she know what she doing. Right?
Come on.
Now, as far as like what's the rapper dude, the Boston? Hey, homie was explaining way too much for somebody who ain't doing what he got accused of. I think, did he say something about he was praising the Lord in bed too? Oh my God.
Well, hang on. So what's the guy's name? Boston Richie.
Boston Richie. I never even heard the song till tonight. I'm gonna keep it real. But he did way too much talking. That's how you know somebody guilty. They do all that extra talking. That nigga guilty.
Today,
and as far as
today, let me just jump in here for a second. Today's generation, that whole pagan thing is crazy. A decade ago, I was looking at Instagram and some little nigga was getting pegged, and he's looking at the goddamn camera on live. And I said, "Whoa!" I said, "What the fuck?"
Out of pocket.
And that's when I asked the audience. Hold on, Troll Babies, was that a decade ago, or maybe 13 years ago? I said, what the fuck is going on with today's youth? And they said that they told me that's called pegging. The nigga's looking at the camera as he's getting pegged. Go ahead.
Nonsense. Well, as far as does today black man selling out? I wouldn't say that. I think black man is getting smarter. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of black women don't really appreciate a lot of black dudes nowadays. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying all, but there's a lot that will mistake. Like they say, black women are the first to leave a marriage. out of black marriage. You know what I'm saying? They're always the first to leave. You know what I mean? So how much more do niggas gotta take before you're like, you know what? Peggy over here, you know, she know how to hold a nigga down. You know what I'm saying? Or go to a Puerto Rican lady. You know what I mean? I just don't get it. Like,
well, sir, a Puerto Rican is nothing but a nigga with straight hair. Let's not act like a Puerto Rican.
you right.
That's not an upgrade, sir.
That's not. You spit facts there.
That's not an upgrade.
You're right. but all I'm saying is like, I don't understand why. Like, what's the big problem? You know what I'm saying? If y'all don't know how to treat each other, some of them don't even want us anyway. They talk about the white women always want to just come for the bag. What do black women come for? Because I don't see a lot of black women uplifting, and I'm not talking down because there's plenty that do, but it's a lot, especially this generation of women coming up, and they just get worse and worse and worse. You know what I'm saying? So let niggas do what the fuck they want. Excuse me, pardon my language.
How old are you, sir? How old are you?
I'm an 80s baby. I was born in 81. I'll be 45 in June. Okay.
To be clear, not that you have to have heard me say this before, but there was a time in this country, in Virginia and a few other states, where a black woman, in order for her to gain her freedom, she had to have 13 babies or more. Did you know that?
Nah, that I didn't know.
So the black woman has been through hell and high water. Let's not act like she hasn't, you know?
Absolutely.
Hell and high water. So she's very deserving to be treated with respect. Let's agree on that. She deserves to be treated with respect.
No, absolutely. Right? Absolutely, I agree.
Okay. Never mind the crazy shit Star says sometimes in the troll babies. The black woman deserves. Hey, my Caucasian mother told me that the black woman is the mother of creation. She told me that back in mid-70s, the mother of creation.
Star, can I ask you this?
Yeah, well, hold on a second. Let me just finish this. Okay. So maybe the word sellout is not necessarily a bad thing. Let me put it back on the screen. Maybe it's not a bad thing because, truth be told, I asked my father back in the 70s. Hold on a second. Where's now I can't find it. I'm sorry. I asked my father back in the 70s, and I was very young, why he spoke the way he spoke about white people, but then white mama's in the kitchen. He told me, boy, I stole your mama from the cracker, and I dare him to come get her.
Yeah.
Go ahead, you were saying?
I had the utmost respect. I have two daughters, so I had the utmost respect for black women. Don't get me twisted. Right. I just to call black men sellouts. Is there a term for black women that deal with white men? But it seems like black men will get all they hate.
Yeah, mammy.
Okay. All right. All right, so that's all I got.
No. So listen, I'm sipping. I'm not trying to steer the conversation. I want to be as objective as possible. Is today's black man, not yesterday's black man, not your father, our grandparents, is today's black man a sellout, objectively speaking?
Right.
You have the final word, sir. Get the final word.
Well, today's black man, I think is perfectly within his right. I think anybody's in their right to go with whoever they choose.
Okay.
I honestly, people just need to whoever makes them happy. That's all that matters. Okay. Everybody need to mind their business.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Salute. Silent Hassan. Okay. I don't have my contacts in. Yeah, it took me until I was maybe 12 years old to really get an understanding of my father. Oh, I loved him and I liked him. That was my guy. But he was a country nigga through and through. So I'm analyzing him and I'm studying what he's saying, and then I'm going to school with mostly white kids, and I'm not trying to rock the boat because hell, I had my own colored TV in my room, wall to wall carpet. That was big in the 70s, I'm not trying to fuck that up, but he used to say crazy shit. I'll come back to you later and tell you some of the crazy shit. Let me just get back to these calls here. Area code 347. Good evening. Dr. Cheyenne Bryant exposed. Are you up to speed? Are you there? 347.
Area code 347. Good evening. Dr. Cheyenne
Can you
Bryant
please turn that down in the background? 347. Yes, no, maybe?
You can hear me, Storm?
Yes, sir. Good evening. How are you?
Good evening. I'm good. And yourself?
I'm alive, sir. Niggas are dying. Niggas are having mild strokes. Niggas are checking out. Here I am, sir. Look at God.
Yeah. First of all, I just want to say happy born day to Ali Kwan.
No, thank you, sir. Please, I don't know you like that. Let's get to the topic. Never mind all that.
Copy, got you. But today's black man sellout. I'm not gonna go that far as to call them sellouts. But in terms of if we go like NBA players and athletes and stuff like that, I feel like it's common for them just to get like maybe a nice Caucasian young lady to. I don't know how to put this. I don't want to put it in a way where it sounds crazy, but they just stay with that demographic rather than go to the black queens. It's just easier to get one of those white women that trophy walking trophy. I would say.
Can I ask how old are you, sir? How old are you?
35, sir.
Okay. Enjoy your life. You're a young man. You've got it all ahead of you. Enjoy your life. Now,
yeah.
I will say this, in my opinion, today's white woman is not dedicated. And when the money runs out, she runs out. Today's white woman. What do you think about that? Have you dated white women?
I'm Nigerian, so I don't even go that way. I don't touch white women.
Well, not yet. You haven't sampled the nectar yet. You haven't sampled it.
No. I don't look to go to that part of the waters. I'm good.
Well, you will. You will. How long have you been here in America? Or where are you calling from? Nigeria now? Where are you calling from?
No, I'm not in Nigeria. I know I sound like I'm on an African headset, but I'm not in Nigeria as of right now. I've been out here for about like 25 years now.
What state, sir? What state?
I'm in New York.
Oh, okay.
Staten Island to be exact.
Oh, okay. The landfill. Yeah. It's a landfill. Staten
Island. Yeah. The land. You call it the landfill, but
yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. It's a garbage landfill. That's what it is.
See, garbage landfill. I can't go bad. But it's the home of the woo.
Well, sir, nobody's not saying it's not the home of the woo, but you can Google this, sir. Staten Island used to be probably still is, where they dump the garbage for decades.
That is okay. If you're talking about in that regard, yes, you're absolutely correct.
All right, so let's get back to the topic here. So with regards to the showrunner, is today's black man a sellout? You're saying what?
I won't go that far in terms of saying like sellout, but like I said, in terms of the demographic for, like I said, like for like athletes, black athletes and stuff like that, they're more so like they go for the same exact type of woman that looks like with the BBL, or they don't get no like black. Like I think the only person I could still say that stays with a black queen is probably LeBron James. He's been with his wife since.
Sir, he's an old nigga now. I'm talking about today's black man.
So if we go in,
you're a young man. Hang on, now you're in Staten Island. There's a lot of snow buddies out there. You haven't been. Yeah. You haven't been out to New Dorp. You know what New Dorp is, right?
Yeah. But see, like I said, I'm Nigerian, so I've been told to stay away from white women. I can't bring a white woman home to my mom, so it's over for that. I can't do that.
Do you drive the dollar vans? The Nigerians still drive the dollar vans in Staten Island?
No, we don't drive dollar vans anymore. So okay. we got Ubers.
Uber, right?
Ubers and Lyft now. Yeah. Come on, man.
I'm not trying to clown you. I'm just asking. I used to catch the ferry over to Staten Island and catch the dollar van down there by Tarji and Vanderbilt. You know the area, right?
Yeah, but those were in the Nigerians. Those are the libraries. That Nigerians weren't doing that.
Okay.
Nigerians were scamming, man. Come on, you know that. You know better than that.
I'm not trying to clown Nigerians, sir. But listen, I appreciate the call. Any comments on Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, sir? Exposed. What say you?
No comment on Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. I have no recollection of her, okay. But yeah.
Thank you for the call, sir.
No problem. Take care. Peace.
Anybody from Shaolin? Oh, I know Staten Island. I was hiding out in Staten Island on Nunley Court back in, well, let me not say the year. Goddamn feds were looking for me in Brooklyn. Slow down, old nigga. You're talking too much. Sir Shai, good to hear from you, sir. Are you calling in? He says, happy birthday, Star, a.k.a. Priest, a.k.a. Highlander. Houston, what's up, man? Are you calling in? Dammy, I got your donation. No, Dammy, we don't do dollar donations. Hold on a second, folks. I got to refund a bum-ass nigga $1. Get you the fuck out of here. Everybody, hold on. We're going to take the time. We're going to take the time to send this bum nigga his $1 back. Is he in the live chat? Everybody hold up. We got a bum ass nigga sending in $1. Fuck out of here. How do I I want to refund it. And I'll figure it out after the show. I don't have to do that right now. Gene Richmond, are you calling in? Number 9. Gene Richmond. Luis, thank you for your donation, sir. Okay. All right. Everybody hold on. My main nigga on the trigger, Aladdin, I got your donation. Salute. Aladdin, are you there, sir? Where's Aladdin?
Yeah, I'm here. What's up?
Hey, man, I got your donation and your message the other day. Salute. What's going on, man? What's cracking?
Oh, good. I'm glad you did. Did I just hear this gorilla meat sandwich Nigerian talking about he can't bring a white woman home or his mother would be offended?
Well, Aladdin, he spent Skrilla. Let's not attack another caller. I appreciate the time that he took.
Oh, okay. All right.
Somebody called and was talking crazy about you the other day, and I defended you, right? I don't like to let people do that. I mean, if they're on the line, that's one thing. Come on.
All right. I appreciate it. Well, I'm going to send you a donation tomorrow. Happy B-Day. Okay, that's anyway. Okay. Whether you celebrate, and I'm glad you're still here.
Yeah.
Tearing up the media field.
I'm trying.
Anyway, all right, let's talk about this sellout stuff. Okay. You say so. Say.
No, I'm trying to figure out how to refund a bum nigga. Guys, how do I refund a cash app?
They really send you $1? Are you serious?
I'm about to block this hoe ass nigga. Okay, what do you want to What do you want to talk about?
Yeah, the sellout. Your topic about the black community is sellout.
Today's black.
And you were showing all the images of black. Yeah, you were showing all the images of NBA players with white women. Well, there are two factors in that. Number one, when they go to these historic colleges, okay, most of the women there are white, and most of the women there help them, tutor them for tests, and they're the only group of women that they really see on campus are white women. So most of these guys knew these girls since college. So I guess it's a loyalty thing. Like, she was with me when I was in college, and now I'm in the NBA. So it's like, she held me down in college. You know what I mean? So that has a lot to do with it. It's not like they make it to the NBA and then go get white women. They meet them in school.
Okay.
And there's not that many black women. I've been to Columbia University, and I've seen the students there, and it's not that many attractive black women at Columbia. I'm just being honest. Like, the black girls at those Ivy League colleges, they're not popping like that. Like, they popping at the HBCUs, but they not popping at like these AMT and University of Miami. They not really popping like that. So those dudes, you know what I mean? Most of those white girls tutor them. They tutor them on the test they have to take. So that's another way they meet up with them. So that's number one. And then number two, it's a peace factor. My whole life, I've been trying to talk to you. You shun me. My whole life, you make fun of my clothes. My whole life, you reject me. It's like, once I become something, right, I don't want to go down that hole again. Right. I want to try something else. Like when I
now I got my weight up. Here you come.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on.
Yeah, here you come with your BBL and your wig, pretend to look like some girl you can never be. You know, all y'all look like Curious George under that wig. I'm sorry, it's just the truth. I ain't trying to take a shot at them, but sometimes I got to get at them. But it's like a man needs peace in his life. And the white woman she's nicer. She's more welcoming to the black man in terms of dating. So it's like, that's why they go that route. It's not, they don't want you. We prefer you, but you're argumentative. You're always angry. You talk down to me, and I can't keep living in that chaos. And I always, this is something that I heard a long time ago that was deep. Corey Holcomb said it. He said, do black men ever eventually outgrow black women? And I think they do. I think they do.
To my knowledge, he's the guy who, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. To my knowledge, Corey Holcomb is the guy who was really giving Cheyenne Bryant that work about her not being a doctor, supposedly, yes?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, because she just tries to use her theories on black men and tries to belittle them, and brothers ain't having it. So I'm glad this new, not to, even though we're changing gears into Cheyenne Bryant, but I'm glad this real therapist is breaking her down like a fraction.
Come on,
you know what I mean? Like you're just a 52 fake out, and because you're cute. You get on these podcasts because some of these dudes probably want to touch you. Right. You know how that go. Niggas if you're pretty, you know what I mean, you're light skinned, you can open doors.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But
now hang on a second. To be fair, Aladdin, you've done very well for yourself. You've spit out your resume, your credentials. You're not married, right?
No.
Okay. Not that you have to be, because if and when I get married, it will be for business reasons only. But now, do you see yourself, going down that path, or is that not, important?
I would do it for one reason. For one, because if anything happens to me, I want to leave my place to my child. Okay. So I have to have a child, because I don't want my place to not go to keep it in my family. Okay. So it's like I gotta have a kid at some point so I can leave my stuff to my kid. But I mean, yeah, I get married if it's economically smart for me, Okay. But
I'm just the opposite. I think that
shot once.
Yeah, I think that your kids, especially in today's world, will become your biggest haters. I don't want any kids. I like to date women that have grown ass kids. This way we can see what she's already working with. I don't want no goddamn kid that's gonna grow up with animosity, hatred, and then try to destroy my legacy and all that bullshit. No, fuck out of here. But I just had to say that, man, because you don't let that be the determining factor who's going to take care of me. They have what's called a hospice wife now. Do you know that? You can have a hospice wife.
No, I'm not sure. I didn't hear that.
Yeah, Google that. A hospice
wife. Well, that's why people have several children, in case two of them come out as bad eggs. You got two more, you can rely on. That's why you have multiple kids, because two of your kids just might be idiots. You know what I mean? My thing is, I only want a child because things were left to me, and I feel I should pay it forward. You know what I mean?
Jackie Chan, I think he's worth $500 million. He says he's leaving his son nothing. Jackie Chan.
Really? What?
I'll Google it.
Why?
Go ahead and talk. I'll Google it. Go ahead. I'll Google it.
So, my only reason is I want to leave something because something was left to me that I benefit on to this day. And I think I should, if I can help somebody else go up, especially a black child, go up in the world and give them some financial lenience, I think I'm obligated to do it because it was given to me. You know what I mean? I really feel that. But yeah.
Hang on a second. Okay, I just Googled it. Jackie Chan has stated he will not leave his estimated $400 million fortune to his son, Jace, choosing instead to donate his wealth to charity. Jackie Chan.
But didn't Bloomberg say the same thing about his kids?
Yeah.
He wasn't even amazing.
Yeah. Aaron Spelling. You heard Aaron Spelling, the big Hollywood.
Yeah, from 90210. Yeah, 90210. Yeah.
Love Boat and all that shit. Aaron Spelling, he didn't leave Tori shit. That's why Tori's Spelling is so fucked up, living out of a goddamn trailer. And her mother ain't breaking her off with shit either. Tori Spelling's father, Aaron Spelling, ain't leaving shit.
Did he have any other kids besides her?
I don't know, but he ain't leave her shit. She was the spoiled one that we all know from, as you said, 90210. Whoa.
Yeah, man.
Hold on a second. Okay, A Boogie said Leona Helmsley left everything to her dog. That's a fact.
Yeah, man. I don't know what goes on in that household. You don't want to give your kid all any of that wealth. Not even 1% of it. That's crazy. I don't know what type of relationship they have. They don't want to give them anything. Maybe they just spoil brats.
Leave them hungry.
Like I said, they might mess it up.
Yeah.
They might mess the wealth up on drugs and partying. They might destroy it.
That's right.
That's why I said people have multiple kids because one or two of your kids, like I said earlier, might be a bad egg. Okay. And you don't want them destroying what you built.
Yeah.
But to finish my thing on the stereotype, yeah, it's just that black men want peace. It's not selling out. It's just I tried several of you, and it's always a train wreck. Okay. And once I tried the white woman or the Latina, it was easier navigating in that relationship. It's nothing against y'all. It's just black men need peace in their life after working all day. I don't want to come home to nonsense. I need to come home to my slippers and my robe.
Before you go, Aladdin, you've worked in the music industry a lot of years like myself. I'm asking the question, did Diana Ross stand on business? I was always told that she wouldn't give Michael Jackson the coochie, and that's what drove the nigga crazy. And if she didn't, then I agree with her because she would have been labeled a groomer. What are your thoughts? Did you hear anything different about Diana Ross?
Yeah, I've heard that too. I've heard that, and I think it's just an ego thing. Like I'm Mike now. I'm popping. Like what's good?
Yeah.
And she's like, no.
Yeah.
No, I'm not messing with you. Like you're way younger than me. You're not experienced. Yeah, I know you're doing good now. I'm glad you're doing good, but no, I don't want you. Sorry, no.
Well, I don't think she said it like that, but she's got morals, man, and I salute her for not allowing his superstardom to make her lay down and receive him like that, man. I salute her. But I just want to say that, man. Salute.
Yeah, salute to you too.
Yes, sir.
Enjoy your birthday.
Thank you, man. Salute. Okay. Phone lines open. Yeah, Diana Ross didn't want to give Michael Jackson a coochie, and the nigga went crazy. Wrote that song, "Dirty Diana." That was some hoe ass shit. I still my nigga though. Still my nigga, Mike. Maurice, I got your donation, sir. Thank you so much. Sounds like white women know how to be submissive. Well, sir, white women in the past, not today's white women. If you ask me, today, most of today's white women are, they're born into the bullshit. So it's not a big deal for them to cross the line, so to speak, And there's certain types of Caucasian women that will show their teeth to anybody. That's an old expression. show their teeth to anybody that they think is your friend. She tries to smile and befriend them. Well, hey, bitch, I don't really fuck with this nigga like that. What are you smiling for? The fuck you kissing this nigga on the cheek? But bitch, this ain't my friend. This nigga's an associate. Oh, I'm sorry. You sorry? Bitch, be careful. I'll be sorry. Bitch, be careful before I smack fire out you. Area code 678. Good evening. Are you there? Late night. How are you?
How's it going? How you doing, Star? What's going on? Yeah, I just want to talk about our black men, the sellouts.
Yeah, that's a question. Today's black man.
In these times, oh man. I'll say, unfortunately. Yeah.
Sir, you've had plenty of time to think. Come on, let's just get right to it. You know the question.
So I'll say this. They're misled. There is a lot of, if you're talking about YNs, if you're talking about these young brothers, they're misled. They're misled. They're misguided. They don't, because what it is, they look at the rappers as their fathers or as, and that's the thing. We got to stop looking at these rappers.
Sir, with all due respect, you're trying to change the question. The question is today's black man a sellout? I don't want to hear about no YN shit. I played a video of most of your prominent basketball players. We can talk about football players. We can talk about, other entertainers. Are they sellouts? Now, you don't have to look at the word sellout as a bad thing. You might say, well, Star, the word sellout is different now, and being a sellout is probably the best thing for these black men. It's a discussion.
Oh, man. So I'll say, my opinion, I would say all.
Let's get him out of here. What is he, stumbling and fumbling? Sheesh. Everybody, hold on a second. I'm having a good evening. I had a great day. I had to block a couple of goofy niggas off my phone. I will accept females, texting, happy birthday, but not guys. Some goofy, fat, dirty, dago fuck who I haven't seen in 40 some odd years from New Jersey texting me. Every day is my birthday. And some of you younger people, you might want to adapt that philosophy. This way you can cut the shit short with, losers who try to reach out to you as time goes on, claiming that they're checking in. Please don't check in. Please don't. I don't want to break bread with bums from the past. Sheesh. DJ Herb, I got your donation. Thank you, sir. He says, happy B-Day. Thank you, sir. Where's my nigga? It's my nigga Frankie G, man. Hold on a second. Frankie, where are you? My main nigga on the trigger, Frankie G. What's going on, man?
Star, another year, the hate is still here, baby.
Look at God. Look at God, huh?
God's work, my nigga. Happy born day, Star. Glad to see you still kicking. Yeah, all that fly shit.
Never mind all that, man. What's going on otherwise, man? How you doing?
Right. I'm doing good, Star, man. How are you, man? Just checking in with you, man. Wanted to show some love, man.
Is today, Frankie G, Streets got no love. Is today's black man a sellout? Now you're Caucasian. You say you're not a Jew. That's what you're claiming.
Right.
Is today's...
Don't
need,
do that today, man.
Okay, but I need the opinion of a Caucasian right now. You can speak freely. Is today's black man a sellout, Frankie? As soon as they get some fucking money, they want to move into your neighborhood, right or wrong?
I would say yeah, unfortunately.
Come on.
If I could expand a little bit on the subject, so I saw a post the other day from Vinicius Jr. is a black Brazilian soccer superstar that plays for Real Madrid. Okay. And his ex-girlfriend posted a video of them together saying, it's interesting how Vinicius always wants to play the race card and claim racism when things are going against him. But all these men that claim all these things are always married to a white woman or have white girlfriends. And I was like, isn't that interesting? You know, because now they're being trolled by the same women that they're, cuffed up with, wifed up with, or tricking on, in other cases. And it's a fair point, man. It's a fair point. It's some sort of, I don't know. I don't want to say self-hatred or something, but something about them, something about the young black men today. They just, they're stepping away from the black woman for whatever reason that might be.
They're taking that money to another culture and or community. Right? Yeah. And when they run out of that money, that's when that Caucasian girl runs out with the kids.
Right. With the kids. You're absolutely right, Star. Yeah. You're absolutely right, man. Star, man, you see that Michael Jackson movie yet?
I have not. I'm gonna see it because I was very much a Michael Jackson supporter all through the 70s, 80s, 90s, so I'm gonna see it. And I was just asking earlier, did Diana Ross stand on business? I have been told by multiple insiders that she would not sleep with Michael, and he was obsessed with her. And I salute her for not sleeping with him, because she would have been her legacy would have been destroyed if she would have slept with him, having met him when he was 9 years old. What say you?
Right.
Come on.
Well, the facts in history point to you being right. Michael Jackson was openly obsessed with Diana Ross and in love with her.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if that drove the nigga crazy over the years, as you said, but it's a sure possibility. However, that track Dirty Diana is a fire joint, man.
Okay.
Fire.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. I remember Prince's Diana was upset that Michael Jackson didn't play that song at a concert for her, because he said he wanted to be respectful to her.
Oh, Lady Di.
Yeah, Lady Di. Yeah, Lady Di. Right. Yes, sir. Yeah, man, I highly recommend the film, though, Star. It was monumental, but unfortunately, it was. I feared certain things about the film in terms of how are they going to fit all of Mike's, trials and tribulations and life story into one movie, because that seemed impossible to do. So the movie was great for what it was, but
they're working on part 2 already.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
I saw that.
Yeah, that seems to be what they're gonna do, and it makes sense. I'm cool with that. Okay. Mike's life deserves more than 2 hours on a movie screen. In my opinion.
Did you see the film?
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Just saw it last Tuesday. Yeah. Yes, sir. It was fire.
Well, look, man, Frankie G, I appreciate your support. Let me ask you a question before you go. I'm sitting here sipping. It's
right.
We're exploring different avenues with regards to that showrunner. Is today's white girl a nigga lover, Frankie G?
Oh shit.
Take your time.
Yeah, in a lot of ways, I'm gonna have to say, yeah, man, she is.
Yeah,
she is. Look at the Kardashians, Star.
Well, they're not white. They're not white. They're Caucasian.
Well,
no. Hang on.
Right.
What are they? Peruvian or what are they? They're not like white Anglo-Saxon Protestant. What are they? I forget, guys. What are the Kardashians? They're not white.
They're Armenian, Star. They're Armenian.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not white Anglo-Saxon either. You know what I'm saying? But
Armenian,
yeah. I'm we're Slavic. I'm Polish. People are Slavic, so it's kind of very similar. But let me tell you that their father is rolling in the grave, man. Seeing Chloe was tricking out with James Harden's ugly ass, man. Oh, jeez. Okay. Christ almighty.
Good to talk to you, Frankie G.
Star, salute, respect.
Salute. Okay. The Most High, peace. He says, happy born day, Lord. Equality, wisdom, physical degree. Oh, yes, okay. Well, thank you, but I stopped using the name Ali Kwan back in 84 '84. Yeah, I cut that loose in '84. That name had a lot of it had a lot associated with it, And I had moved on from the Shower Posse, so I wasn't trying to be known as Ali Kwan, from Brooklyn. I had to get rid of that name. Hold on. Sheila, is that you tapping in area code 510? Sheila.
Hey, Star. Happy birthday, Sheila.
Nice to hear from you. Let me get your information on that screen. You are so appreciated. Let's talk about your platform first. Tower of Love Foundation, please.
Yes, we're just continuing on. We just celebrated Autism Awareness Month, so all month we had just a lot of different showcases of art and music, and we're still moving forward. We're doing some expansion with like the products that we offer, so I'll let you know soon about that, but still in the works.
Okay, so when they go to Tower of Love Foundation, whether it's on Facebook, because you promote the Facebook page more, yes?
Yes.
Okay. And in my community section is a link to the petition. Tell us about the petition again and how that's going for you out in Oakland, California.
Yeah, so we're just collecting more signatures just to try to encourage the board to do the right thing by, the funding that's already in place. They're not really doing much with music and arts. Okay. They actually took money away, but they have recommitted to the self-respect part of it, because the resolution, it's an actual resolution with the school board, which is around music and arts as well as the banning of hate speech. So they are moving forward with the zero tolerance of hate speech. Because as I shared before, the verbal assaults is causing deaths and violence. So we're trying to just go back to the culture of respect and starting with the youth level. I actually kind of tie that into one of your showrunners too.
Which one?
I mean, I think it's more than just men that's selling out. I mean, black men and women.
But hang on a second. For those who don't know, when you say they, are you talking about the governor of California? Who is they? Can you break it down with regards to your efforts and the battle that you're fighting? Who is they?
So this is just with Oakland District. It's a resolution around putting forth funding that's already in place for music and arts.
Okay.
And then also banning hate speech. So it's all in one. But they're not really moving forward on the music and arts part. They've actually taken money away. So, and right now we're at a critical stage with the district because, like I said before, they're taking funding away from many districts throughout the country. They've given arts funding away, probably billions, if you think about it, through the country.
Someone's in the live chat saying they're running blacks out of Oakland. Would you care to respond to that?
Oh, yeah, that's been happening for a long time, for sure. Definitely.
Might that be some of the, the issue that you're running into? I mean, they're reallocating money. I don't know. I mean, I appreciate you being a sponsor, but other than the petition, other than voting, is there anything with regards to some of the, public officials that needs to be put under the microscope? Are you running for any type of office in your county or area?
No, I'm just focused on my advocacy work with the committees I work on. I already serve on 3 different committees with the district. I'm a music teacher for my son. I'm writing books that I already published one, so I'm working on that and probably going to expand my music teaching to like a school where other kids, preferably, not really. I mean, I teach anyone, but we use the music as a focus for our disability students. So it's kind of like a social emotional type practice that we use with them. Kind of keep them joyful and learning and expanding their knowledge in other areas. So,
well, listen, I appreciate you. Keep me posted. And you and I have had our discussions already about hate speech, what that is versus the first, the First Amendment and so on and so forth. But I wish you the best. And anything new and any new videos, please email that to me so I can get that in the community section. All right, please.
Okay, I will. Have a good rest of your night.
Thank you, Sheila.
Okay,
Bye
take
now.
care. Okay. Bye.
She's a really nice person, Sheila. Guy, where's my email address? Hold on. Okay, there it is. I got to make sure I'm promoting my other sponsors here this evening. Guys, that's my email address. We're discussing a few topics tonight. Oh, and I figured out how to refund the bum nigga his $1. Get your game goofy ass the fuck up off this channel. Sending $1. Do it again, I'll block you, fuck nigga. Terrence, I got your donation. He says, happy born day, rat nigga. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir Shy. Fun fact, star, this is from Sir Shy. Foster Silvers voiced Michael Jackson in the cartoon. Which one? The old Jackson 5 cartoons? Okay. Is he still around? Foster Silvers, man, did he caught it. Well, he had some issues and he went to prison, I think. Foster Silvers, yeah. Thank you, Sir Shire, for your support, sir. Hold on, guys. Is that my main nigga on the trigger, repping P-Town, New Jersey?
You already know. Salute. Happy living this day to you, as well as my sister. It's her birthday today. Okay. But salute, big nigga.
I need you to come closer to the phone. You're on that Nigerian headset.
Let me get off the headset. All right,
give me a second.
All right, let me get off the headset. My bad. Apologize, sir. Okay. You don't like to get played around. You get off the headset.
Well, it's hard to hear you. I want people to hear what you're saying. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm taking it off right now.
Guys, that's Jay Bandit. Give him a second. He's doing a lot.
You hear me, sir?
Okay. Jay Bandit repping Patterson, New Jersey. Hey, you know what? Do you go back to Nigeria for family? You know, I don't know, whatever. Something.
It's funny you say that. I haven't been in Nigeria since '93, but I'm going back this year.
Okay.
For sure. I'm definitely going back. I promise.
What's going on down in South Africa? They are beating Nigerians up, stabbing them, shooting them, trying to get them out of South Africa. You up to speed?
Oh, I'm not even up to speed of that. You let me. I'm gonna do research about that.
Yeah,
I already knew the situation in Nigeria, but I didn't know about South Africans having Nigerian people out there and they're getting in trouble.
Johannesburg. No, Johannesburg. They're actually jumping Nigerians. They're making them leave their apartments. They won't let them open up businesses. It's kind of crazy down there. But when you get a chance, just maybe research it. But anyway.
I'm gonna do my due diligence.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna learn about that. I know about that, sir.
Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. I'm gonna go back to this video with another doctor, Raquel Martin, getting out of you up to speed.
Yeah, I'm up to speed. I've been watching the show earlier. I remember when I seen it. The woman with the natural hair look, and she was talking in the car, right? That's what you're talking about?
Yeah. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I get what she's saying. I get what she's saying, but I don't know who that woman is. The other one. That light-skinned woman that was on Joe Budden, and then you said she was on
that's Cheyenne Bryant.
Shannon Sharp.
That's Cheyenne Bryant.
Did you did a show about her before? Because I remember there was another woman that you said she's not licensed, but it wasn't her. It was another woman that looked better, and she was like brown skin as well, claiming she was a therapist but had no license as well. You did that a couple months back. And that's not her, because I remember women like...
Yeah, I don't remember, but okay, if you're not at the speed, don't worry about it. But can you address the showrunner? Is today's black man a sellout? Before you go, Jay Bandit.
From Troy Terrain. I ain't sold out. I sold out.
Okay.
Because, I'm always trying to benefit myself in life. So, at the end of the day, if a white woman can help me get there a little step further in the social economic series of life, what we call generational wealth, which is our children, I'll deal with a white woman, of course. Of course I'll deal with a white woman. Not a problem. Not a big deal. I don't discriminate when it comes to women. I love women. That's my thing. If you don't know about me, I love women. All types of women, all sorts of women. Any women that's from any country I deal with. As long as if they beneficial in my endeavors of a career, I deal with women because I like to learn them. They're my friends, like you would say. They're my friends. I enjoy their company. I enjoy entertaining them. I enjoy.
No, I'm not friends with females like that, but I hear you, man. Salute. Yeah.
It's a loser.
I'm not friends with females like that, man. Area code 876. Good evening. We're talking about a few topics. Are you there? 876.
Yeah. Happy Earth Strong, boss. You don't know.
Who am I speaking to?
Blind Visionary.
Blind Visionary. Good to hear from you, sir. Where do you want to start?
Yeah, well, go on. As far as are the current black men sellouts?
Today's black
people
man.
Today's black man. Today, people say sellout. I say self-preservation. Because when you get to a certain stage in life, both professionally / financially and intellectually, you need to get the hell away from niggas by default. Because they will bring you down way quicker than you can ever lift you and your loved ones up. So you're going to go to a place where you can prosper and find peace. And oftentimes, a certain evolved person is going to want somebody who is culturally rounded. And certain people not culturally rounded more than other people. And unfortunately, the people who aren't culturally rounded are the people who look like us. So we tend to go elsewhere by default. And yes, there's an element of loss. I'm not talking about that. They're talking about, strategically. People will basically go to a place where them know so them not going to get robbed. Nobody not going to be pocket checking them. And them going to be around people who not going to be ratchet. And they can build a family in peace. Emphasis on peace. Now, if you want to call that selling out, then it is what it is. But, on the flip side of that coin, though, there is the shallowness and the lust of the youth that think about self-gratification and don't think about long terms because, they're the type of people who have the mentality to get them face tatted up and, cream pie every single person and generate a generation of people who themselves not going be able to take care of, so the cycle just continues and gets worse. But at the end of the day, it depends what you call a sellout. The people who look at it as a sellout are the people who are bitter and can't do it themselves. And yeah, that's kind of my 2 cents on that. And you kind of said earlier, are today's white women, nigger lovers? And to a certain extent...
Well, that was a question for Frankie G.
Okay.
And I wanted to hear how he responded, being a Caucasian himself. But now, hold on a second, Blind Visionary. You're in Jamaica, and how old are you again? I forget. How old are you, sir?
I'll be 47 in June.
Okay, you're a man of knowledge and wisdom. So
yeah, and I've spent extensive time in the States too.
Okay.
Off and on.
What is your preference in terms of ethnicity? Dating, or you're married? I forget.
I'm currently with somebody who is white, but I don't discriminate. And I've been with basically the rainbow, and it's more about character to me and more than anything else being culturally rounded. So like if you're white, don't just be about whiteness, love your hip hop, love your R&B, be traveled. Likewise with a black woman, ain't nothing like a one-dimensional black woman that is going to appeal to me in my 40s, maybe in my 20s, when I was shallow-minded, and you say, yeah, big body girl, yeah, that's all you wanted. But, when you progress in life mentally, you want more. And, emphasis on peace. And a lot of these black women nowadays, them just knock the hell out of you, and them will tell you, say, them going to start a fight with you on purpose to see if you care about them or not. And the more you regulate them and do all sort of foolishness to put yourself in harm's way and, in danger of probably getting, hung up by the law or whatever. And they don't, again, most of these young people do not care about the long term. They think they're going to die at 30. And a lot of them probably are at the rate them going with. Right. I mean, you hear about the STD rates from spring break and all of that. I mean, it's just recklessness. I mean, the drugs, like, there was always a recklessness in every generation. I mean, I'm Gen X, and we did our
thing. Let me jump in here for a second, blind visionary. I don't have the data nor the stats, but, just speaking out loud, thinking, observing society. We don't see a lot of older interracial couples, do we?
You know why I don't see them? Because I'm not out and about.
Well, hang on. I'm just, I'm out and about, and I'm in the places where the elderly are. I live in a retirement community right now.
You mean like that level? Oh, that level.
We don't see a lot of elderly interracial couples, right? We don't see a lot.
Indeed. I got what you say. But
now I want to put this on the table because, objectively speaking, I hear people talk about peace. Okay, well, what happens when the peace, you found peace and you're with that person and it's real. Reality sets in. There is a cultural difference. Can a lot of people find harmony, not just peace, but harmony as they get older with different cultures? In your opinion?
Depends on the individuals, and it's both individuals.
I'm talking about on a broad scale. What are you?
On a broad scale, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think we're there yet. Because we still have certain hang-ups that we should be way past, and what you just mentioned takes a certain level of maturity and just compromise, meeting the person halfway, understanding where they're coming from, in just actually learning their culture and genuinely being interested as opposed to just doing what you think you're supposed to do. That's a huge difference.
In reality, sometimes you have to formulate your own culture. If there's two people from different backgrounds, ethnicities, you have to build a culture. But listen, man, I got to take other calls. I appreciate you.
Indeed. You don't know. Bless up.
Yes, sir. Bless up. Jane Richmond, where are you, sir? Number 9, are you calling in? I got your donation on the screen. Number 9, do you want to call in and talk about the end of InfoWars? The end. Alex Jones, shut it down. Yes? Where's number 9? Is he in the live chat? I'm not saying you can't go the distance as an interracial couple, but you have to like each other. It's more than just, meeting each other at a time when one or the two of you is financially rising. You have to share a common interest. And one of the most important things, in my opinion, is you have to have an understanding of a comfortable silence. Two people from different backgrounds that can be together in a house, in a car. Nothing is said for an hour, and there's no issue. There's no issue. We share harmony. Let me look in the live chat. Anybody know what I'm talking about? I don't want to talk all the time. Not that I'm not a moody person, but just sometimes I want to do my thing. I'm in the garden. I'm working on one of my classic cars. No, I don't want to cuddle, bitch. No, I don't want to hear you talk about your fat fucking sister. No. Does that make sense? A comfortable silence. It's hard to find. You've been on hold for a while. Area code 347. Are you there? Good evening. Good morning, wherever you may be.
Yes. Calling from Bed. Yeah.
Okay. How are you?
First and foremost, blind visionary. Yeah.
He's not on the line, sir, and I don't like people calling in, attacking other callers. The man said what he said, sir. Right. I want to hear from you. Sir, I want to hear from you. Please don't attack another caller.
All right.
He's on the line.
All right. All right. Well, I'm gonna say this: in the land of the blind, the one eyes.
Let's get him out of here. Fuck's wrong with you, nigga? Is that the homie J.R. Cigar from AccuracySmokes.com?
Hey, how you doing, Star? Good morning. How we doing?
Hey,
how we
man.
doing?
Great to hear from you. Let me get your information on the screen. What's cracking, man? Let's talk about it. Let's do some promoting on your cigars, please.
Yes, sir. Premium cigars from Dominican Republic. 100% Dominican, better than Arturo Fuente, better than Davidoff.
Mm-hmm.
The best cigars in the market. www.accuracy.com.
I got it on the
You need to
screen.
get you a box.
It's on the screen right now. I just got it on the screen. There it is. Pow. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I appreciate that. Get some cigars. Get it for your father. Get it for your baby daddy. Get it for anybody. They're the best cigars in the market. And also loved by yours truly.
Yeah.
And I wanted to talk about Goodbye to Soul Plane. Let's give a RIP and a smoke on the Soul Plane pack.
Who's that?
Let's talk about Spirit Airlines.
Spirit. Yeah. It's out of here. Yeah. They had their run.
Yeah.
They had their run.
Yeah, I've never flown Spirit Airlines a day in my life, Star. I've never flown it. I always called it Soul Plane. I mean, I get it. Some people who got around in it. I just had to say that. And I know you. I see the variety of talk is Dr. Cheyenne Bryant.
Well, hang on a second. I flew on Spirit one time. I was trying to get back to. I was somewhere in Florida, early '90s, and I was trying to get back to New York. And all they had was the Spirit. I took Spirit, and it was a little noisy. Matter of fact, it was 1990. Pardon me, 1990, and it was a little noisy. But I mean, I knew what it was, so I went with it. Somebody's kid was sitting in the seat in front of me, making a lot of noise, and I didn't let it bother me. So I can't say that I had a bad experience. You get what you pay for. It was a cheap flight, That's what it was. Go ahead.
Now, yeah, and I respect that, and I've known people that flown it. They live by it religiously. Oh no, I get to it, and I respect that. It just wasn't my cup of tea.
Got you.
It never was my cup of tea.
Yeah.
And I want to talk about Cheyenne Bryant.
Doctor.
I was waiting for this
Dr.
day.
Cheyenne Bryant. Come on.
Yeah, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. I don't know. It was always something weird. I mean, listen, he has her lane, but it was always something a little odd with the sister girl thing. Like when I seen the clip on the Joe Budden podcast, he said, if I'm not mistaken, he said, I really couldn't even look at you, take you seriously because, the hair, the feet.
Okay.
It's like, I don't know. I was waiting for this day because because ever since she got on cam and then she got her come up, that's cool, but it was always something to me nefarious about her. And I just don't believe.
Well, now hang on a second, J.R. Cigar.
That's just my opinion.
Hang on. Now. Are you hating on her? Real talk, you hating on her?
Yes, I am.
Oh,
yes, I am. I am hating on her.
Do you secretly want her? Keep it real. Keep it real.
No, I don't. She gives me the Jasmine Crockett type vibes, like just doing too much. I think she's just doing too much.
If she was in the bed with 6-inch heels pointed up at the ceiling, butt ass naked, would you smash?
Probably, but This is the thing, right? This is the thing, though. When she said the thing about the guy, she was naked, and the guy, she said she was naked. The guy said he wanted to pray. I thought that was cap. I thought that was.
Now, I didn't watch the Joe. I fuck with Joe Budden. Heavy salute to his entire team, but I didn't watch her on Joe Budden. I just watched the doctor critiquing her, Raquel Martin, PhD. So, but you've already fallen into the category of you would smash. So, to some degree, man, you kind of lost your footing here. You lost your footing.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
You're right. I'll take that out.
And the Boston Richie thing that goes hand in hand with
who is that nigga?
Almost.
Who is that nigga?
He's a guy. He's a rapper. If I'm not mistaken, he was signed to I believe Moneybagg Yo, one of them. I don't really know his song. I know more of him.
Is he down with Future? He's out of Tallahassee. I'll Google. He's out of Tallahassee. Go ahead.
Yeah, he's either down with Future. I think he was down with Future, but then remember he got caught for the snitching. Supposedly they said he was snitching.
Okay.
And I think he was signed to Future, and then all of a sudden, I think Future distanced himself from him.
Okay.
But the other one he was talking about with the one, like the pegging, it's been known that there's been, gay gangsters or gay men in the hip hop scene from the early 90s, like back in the days at the Castle in the Bronx. There was.
Sir, that goes back to the 80s. Come on, you know what it is, man. It goes back to the.
Yeah.
So hip hop came out of disco up in the New York tri-state. Those niggas were jumping around, imitating the Village People. When you saw niggas feathered up, they were trying to be like the Village People. Go ahead.
Exactly. So this is nothing new in the world of hip hop. So that whole thing is not really shocking.
Okay.
And then it's just something about the wannabe gangster. So this is nothing new in the world of hip hop. Same old Negro nonsense.
Okay.
And appreciate you, Star, for having me in the show.
Sir.
People go to my website, www.accuracysmokes.com.
Well, hang on a second before you go.
Yes,
I didn't mean to cut you short.
Yes, sir.
When you post new videos or anything on IG, send me that link so we can put that in the community section. I want to make sure that we're, constantly showing what you're doing.
Oh, yeah, because I was at PCA, Premium Cigar Association. It was really, I got to start doing that stuff.
So
it was a great event.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna start mentioning you. Also, my YouTube, JR Cigar Chronicles on YouTube, JARE CEEGER Chronicles on YouTube. Thank you, Cigar. Thank you, Star. I appreciate you having me on the show.
Yes, sir.
And everybody have a good night.
Thank
you, sir.
No disrespect, but to a lot of you younger guys, stop saying, I'd smash. When you do that, it confirms to them that you are manageable. Not saying you have to be mean or difficult. And don't be so quick to label a female as pretty. Pretty is something that has yet to be determined after you get to know them. There's nothing wrong with saying a woman is attractive, but don't call them pretty or beautiful. Don't ever call a woman beautiful. That has yet to be determined. She could be ugly as fuck on the inside. Sit tight in the queue. I think that's my nigga Houston. Houston, sit tight. I see you. You don't have to be nasty or short with them, but it's all a game with women. It's all a game. They can look right in your face and cry and lie to you, and you will fall for the bullshit. You fall for the bullshit. Turn down the pussy once in a while. Just say, nah, not now. Or sometimes you have to do, this is one of my old standard lines from the 80s. Sometimes I just, be around a female. What the fuck is that smell? Can I get an amen in the live chat? Anybody ever do that? You're talking, or you're in a car and you look at her. What is that? Whoa, what the fuck? Even if you don't smell nothing, Hold on a second. Houston, what's going on with you, man? Sunday night, or actually it's Monday morning now. Houston.
My nigga, you talking my talk. You talking my talk. I don't know who Cheyenne is, but I'm just getting back in the crib, and I see you still alive because I was watching you from the bar and grill, nigga.
Okay.
I'm like, goddamn. I said, man, if you stick your finger in her and she won't taste your finger, why would you hit that? That's how I used to do.
That's doing too much right there. Put the finger in it.
Yeah, like, dog, if you stick your finger in them and then she won't taste her own juices, why would you hit it?
Yeah.
I'm like, and then they had the earwax thing and they French. Like, dog, I'm old school with it. I'm like, man, I don't trust none of these hoes. Yeah. None of them.
I want all the lights on. I don't want nothing in the dark. Cut the lights on. I got to see everything.
Man, I'm talking about turn them lights on. I don't trust you. Bitch, I don't trust you at all.
No, I just want to look to make sure, you know, everything is right. You know, I want to see what I'm about to get into if I'm going to get into it.
What you said, you want to make sure everything's good.
I want to see if she got a big ass rash on her inner thigh. Well, you know, who knows what the fuck.
Yeah, and then a bitch can have a wart on her ass or on her pussy lips or something, like some shit like that, dog. I want to see what's going on down there.
Yeah.
I don't trust them. I don't trust damn bitch. I'm talking about, dog. Right. I'm talking about long as a bitch living, she can fuck.
I need you to watch the F-bomb, Houston, please. Watch it.
Oh, okay. Well, she can flat back. Right. Okay, my bad. And then I got to send you a donation for that. And then I'm like, come on, man. Long as she living and she flat back, as long as she breathes.
Well.
And then the dude that was in that video that you just showed, that nigga clearly gay. The dudes that act extra tough. Dog, that dude broke down in front of white boys, didn't it? Yes, dog, when them niggas act extra tough and gangster and be buff, they be the gayest dudes. They be going to prison weddings.
Oh yeah.
They love being locked up. When a nigga say, I don't care about going to jail, nigga ain't no woman in jail.
Right.
Nigga, I was in Harris County for the weekend. Nigga, I was like, man, this ain't for me. I'm like, man, ain't no woman around here. You sitting around here, a dude sitting on, you smelling homeless people, a dude sitting on the toilet. You got to drink out the bottom of you got to drink out the back of the toilet and shit while you know what I mean?
Hey, Houston, before you go, I got to ask you, showrunner, is today's black man a sellout? I played a video of some. I should play it again. Some of the basketball players, the top guys right now, and all of them got something light, bright, almost white. And I'm wondering, is that the goal? Get to the NBA, get a house, and get something other than what I don't know.
Because
if it's love, it's love. I'm just asking.
Look, the darker the melanin is on these chicks, the worse they are.
Oh, wow.
And then sometimes
I don't believe that.
Here it is.
I don't believe that.
No, look, check me out on this.
Come on.
Check me out on this. The lighter the melanin, the more they think they white. Because black chicks back in the days when Master was hitting them, they used to fill out white too, just like the Mexicans. So people need to understand that too. Just like Lulac. Black chicks did it too. Look how they tried to do Kamala. They tried to crossbreed her over to us, and we wasn't going for it. But the thing is, with that dude that was in that video, that boy broke down in front of white folks. He was bug broken, and he had to admit that he did that and flat back with that white boy. And killed them because.
Wait, Houston, I'm going to cut that part out of the rebroadcast. So let's not focus on that. Because that was just to take up some space. But hang on a second. Let's go back now. Most or all of your children are with Mexican women. I forget.
No, I got 2 by black women, 1 by a woman that's black, and she claims she's something else, but she crazy. But the last one is by a Mexican.
Okay. The reason why I asked that is because, having babies is different from just dating. I get it. I can't put myself in the position of being a biological father. Have I raised children? Absolutely. But having children with a woman, that's something I just, I've avoided.
Hey, you know what? And then you see the most evil side of a woman when you go to court with them. That's when you have a baby by a woman, you see the most evil in a woman and other people, and then third party interference. You can lock them up for that too. You know what I mean? And then,
but now let me ask you a question. With all due respect, is there a way around child support court?
It's always a way around it because they waited till them kids were 3 and 5 with me. But when I got with the other Mexican chick, that's when it got crazy. See, women at a certain time when you not laying down the law and the wood and the Lord's work on them, they think you have to be knocking them down in order to have that connection. So when you break out that connection, that's when they just do that. Because when a woman is sitting in court, you sitting up seeing the most vile part of a woman, and then you see everything she really think about you when you stop.
But I've never been to a court with a woman over trust. I wouldn't know, with all due respect. But let me ask you this last question because I'm getting backed up here. With all due respect, can you look back and say that you led by example and you did the best job you could, or did it just fall apart for other reasons? How'd you want?
No, I led by example. I tried everything. I set up and told everybody my rights, my wrongs, where I messed up.
Okay.
Them hoes don't care.
Okay.
They just look at it like I wasn't knocking them down to see my kids.
Got you.
That's what it boiled down to. It boiled down to sex with them.
Okay.
Some women do that. You know what I mean? So, man, wait for the documentary. I got it.
Okay. I appreciate you, man. Salute.
And thank you for having me on your show as always, man. Salute
Absolutely.
to you.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Bye.